So hello children, today we learn about some more problems depending on upper and lower bounds. Now we will see the upper and lower bounds of decimal points, means calculate the upper and lower bounds of lower bounds given to 1 dp, 1 decimal point, only 1 dp. Okay, this is the question heading. Okay, so the problem I am taking, the first problem is I am taking 6.3 into 4.8. I am taking 6.3 into 4.8. Okay, now see, this is a decimal number, this is also a decimal number. So they are asking about 1 dp. 1 dp means only first decimal, one decimal we will see, only one decimal we will see. So 6.3 into 4.8 means your d is, for both the numbers, d is 0.1. Your d is 0.1 means 6.3 will become 6.4 if you add 0.1 to the 6.3. In the same way, 4.8 will become 4.9 if you add 0.1 to 4.8. Okay, because of that. Now you see, now your h means d by 2. Okay, that is 0.1 by 2, that is 0.05. So what is your h? Means what is your h? This is your accuracy. So how much you are subtracting, how much you are adding to the given number, half of the accuracy, h means. So in the previous class I said 6.3 lies in between what? So 0.05 we are subtracting from this, and 0.05 we are adding to 6.3. Means if you subtract 6.25 less than or equal to 6.3 less than 6.35, I said like this. Okay, so directly also you can write, what means, if you want the upper bound, 4.8 lies within the limits. So 4.75 you are subtracting less than 4.8, next you are adding 4.85. so directly also you can write. So upper bound u equal to 6.3 plus h into 4.8 plus h. So anyway, upper bound of the given calculation means we are taking the upper bounds and we are multiplying, we are taking the product. Okay, so directly also you can do, without writing this step, directly upper bound is equal to 6.3 plus h into 4.8 plus h. Okay, so now what will happen? 6.3 plus 0.05 into 4.8 plus 0.05. Okay, so 6.35 into 4.85. so take the calculator and do the calculation. So you get 30.8. so I am adjusted, then I got 30.8. so 30.80. okay, 30.80. this is the value, this is the upper bound. So lower bound, directly without taking this step. Okay, directly by taking the half of the accuracy, directly we can go. 6.3 minus h means lower bounds are subtracting, upper bounds means adding. Okay, so into 4.8 minus h, that is 6.3 minus 0.05 into 4.8 minus 0.05. So because for both the numbers half of the accuracy is same because both are single decimals. Okay, means this is the first, this is the decimal, this is also a decimal, single decimal. Okay, next if you subtract 6.25 into, so you are subtracting 4.75. if anyone is having doubt, you see here. Okay, so how to subtract, madam? 6 point, this is only one decimal, this is two decimal, no madam, 0.05. next here nothing is there, means 0 is there. Okay, so now ordinary subtraction. So this is 0, 0 means 10, 10 minus 5, 5, the remaining is 2, so 6.25. this is the way of doing the subtraction. Okay, so taking the help of calculator, we got the value 29.69. 29.69 is your lower bound. This is your upper bound, this is your lower bound. So given to one decimal point. Okay, so you should check the question, is it the decimal number or a whole number, or are they asking the two significant figures or three significant figures? So depending on the question, your D will change automatically, your half of the accuracy will also change. Okay, so in this way we do the problem. So one more problem I'll explain. See, one more problem, that is 7.7 minus 6.2 upon 3.5, or you can say divided by also. Okay, so here also this is one decimal, one decimal, one decimal. For all the numbers, your D is what? 0.1. So your H is D by 2, that is half of the accuracy, that is 0.05. So now upper limit, directly without doing this step I am doing directly. See, upper limit means 7.7 plus H minus 6.2 plus H divided by 3.5 minus H. Why did you take minus H, madam? Means already I said in the previous class, this is a fraction. So to in the case of fractions, to get an upper bound, so for numerator we are adding, for denominator we are subtracting, because if the denominator is decreasing, the numerator value, the whole value of the fraction will be increased. Okay, it's not numerator value will increase. So if the denominator decreases, the whole value of the fraction will be increased. So upper bound means more greater value. Because of that, so to get an upper bound, we take the less denominator value. So to get a lower bound, we take the more denominator value. So this is equal to 7.7 plus 0.05 minus 6.2 plus 0.05 divided by 3.5 minus 0.05. So here we are adding 7.75 minus 6.25 divided by 3.45. Okay, so take the help of calculator. So we get the value. So this is around 0.42. This is what your 0.43. This is 0.43. So your lower bound, this is your upper bound, lower bound. So 7.7 minus H, because the denominator decreases, the numerator decreases and the denominator increases, the whole value will be decreased. This is the lower bound now, because of that we are taking like this. So 6.2 minus H by divided by 3.5 plus H. So 7.7 minus 0.05 minus 6.2 minus 0.05 divided by 3.5 plus 0.05. Okay, so this is subtraction. 7.65 minus 6.15 divided by 3.55. 3.55. This is around 0.42. Okay, so this is upper bound and this is lower bound. Okay, so next. So how did you get these values, madam? Means with the help of calculator. Okay, so just for 2 decimals you round off. Okay, so next, one more model, one more problem I'll explain. See, one more problem, that is 16.4 whole square divided by 3.0. This is not 0.3 amma, 3.0 minus 0.3 whole square. Okay, this is the given problem. So this is 1 decimal for all the 3 numbers. Your d value is 0.1 and half of the accuracy is 0.1 by 2, that is 0.05. Okay, so direct upper bound is 16.4 plus h whole square divided by 3.0 minus h, take a bracket, minus 0.3 minus h whole square. Okay, this is the way of writing the calculation. Okay, so take the brackets properly. So 16.4 plus 0.05 whole square divided by 3.0 minus 0.05 minus 0.3 minus 0.05 whole square. So here you add, here you subtract. Okay, so 16.45 whole square divided by here 3 point, so that is if you subtract 2.95 minus 0.25. Okay, whole square. Take the help of calculator, so you get 37.12. This is your upper bound. So what is your lower bound? Lower bound is L. Lower bound is 16.4 minus h whole square divided by 3.0 plus h minus 0.3 plus h whole square. This is the way of writing. Okay, substitution is like this. Take the proper brackets properly. So 16.4 minus 0.05 whole square divided by 3.0 plus 0.05 minus 0.3 plus 0.05 whole square. Okay, so subtraction, 16.35 whole square divided by addition 3.05 minus 0.35 whole square. Okay, so after doing the calculation we got 36.67. Okay, so this is the way of doing the problems, how to do the problems while they are asking about 1dp. Okay, 1 decimal point. So one more model I'll explain. One more model, that is, so you should calculate the upper and lower bounds. So but the given numbers, for the given numbers have two significant points, means the numbers is given to 2 significant points, means given to 2s.f, 2 significant points. You should find out same upper and lower bounds. Okay, that's all. So in the previous problem they asked about one decimal point. Now you should find out two significant point. Okay, two significant figures. So I am taking a bit. See, 64 into 320. This is the given problem. This is an whole number. See, Nana, you want to find out the significant figures means you should start from the highest place. Actually, we read the numbers from lowest place, ones, tens, hundreds, like that. But while taking the place values. But while reading, we read from the highest place. So significant figures also we take from the highest place. 64, 320. If it is 5,000, 5,000. It is 48, follow 2 zeros, 4,800. This is the way of reading. Okay, the numbers from highest place we are reading. So significant figures also we take like that. But how many significant figures they are asking? 2 means, so here only 2 are there, 1, 2. This is the highest and 2. So this is the second place. This is the second place. So your for this 64, your D value is 1. Your D value is 1. 1, 2. D value is, this is 1's place 1. So for coming to this number, highest place to we are counting 1, 2. This is your second place. Okay. So here your D is, this is 10th place. That is 10. That is 10. So your H value is D by 2. That is 1 by 2. That is 0.5. But here your H value D by 2. That is 10 by 2. That is 5. So to find out upper and lower bounds means, here your D is different. Your half of the accuracy is different. Here your half of the accuracy is different. Substitute properly. Substitute properly. Now upper bound. 64 plus H into 320 plus H. Okay. 64's H is 0.5 plus 0.5 into 320 number H is 5. So substitute properly. 64.5 into 325. So using the calculator, we got the value. 20962.5. Okay, this is your upper bound. Coming to your lower bound, 64 minus H. Method is same. Upper bound means plus, lower bound means minus. Method is same, but you should check your half of the accuracies. Okay. So 320 minus H. So 64 minus 0.5 into 320 minus 5. So 64 minus 0.5 means 63.5 into 315, which equal to 20002.5. Okay, this is the way of doing the problem for two significant figures. Okay, one more bit I'll explain. See, 1.7, here decimal points are coming. 1.7 into 0.65. 1.7 into 0.65. You see, here also we are reading 1.7 from highest place to lowest place. Okay, so 1.7, 1, 2. Leave it about the decimal. Just you count highest place 1, 2. This is the second place. Means your D value means this is first decimal. No, this is first decimal. Means 0.1. Here half of the accuracy is 0.1 by 2. That is 0.05. For this number 0.65 means your highest place starts from here. 1, 2. This is the second place. Means here your D is 0.01. Okay. So 1.8, 1.9 because of the 0.1. Here 0.65, next 0.66, next 0.67, like that. So okay, this is the place because of that 0.01. So your H equal to D by 2, 0.01 by 2, that is 0.005. Okay, so if you know your half of the accuracy properly, D you know properly, automatically get the problem. So upper bound equal to 1.7 plus H into 0.65 plus H, 1.7 plus 0.05. So this number 1.7 half of the accuracy is this, and 0.65 half of the accuracy is this. Okay, so 1.75 into 0.655, 0.655. Okay, so the value is 1.15, 1.15. Okay, next lower bound, 1.7 minus H into 0.65 minus H, 1.7 minus 0.05 into 0.65 minus 0.005. Okay, so this is 1.65 into 0.645 after subtracting the values. So this is 1.06 is your lower bound, 1.06. Just you take these numbers and take the help of calculator, you'll get easily. Okay, the values. Okay, so this is upper and lower bounds. Okay, for two significant figures. So next one more bit I'll explain. You see, one more bit, that is 54,000 divided by 600. Don't do the calculation, as it is you take the problem and do. Here for 54,000, 54, this is 1 starting, and second place is this 1, 2, 54,000 means this is which place? Thousands place. So your D is 1000, your H D by 2 is 1000 by 2, that is 500. Coming to this 600, first place and second place. This is tens place, means your D is 10, your half of the accuracy is 10 by 2, that is 5. So now the problem, upper bound is 54,000 plus H by, this is a fraction, because of the denominator we subtract. Okay, so this is 54,000 plus 500, this half of the accuracy, divided by 600 minus 5. So 54,500 divided by, this is 595. So the answer is 91.60. Now lower bound, 54,000 minus H by denominator, now we add. Okay, 54,000 minus 500 by 600 plus 5. Okay, so we are subtracting 53,500 divided by 605. So the value is 88.43. 88.43. This is upper bound and this is lower bound. Method is same, only you should know why am I explaining more problems means, so you should know how to take your D. Okay, so one more bit I'll explain. One more bit I will explain. You see, that is 4.2 divided by 0.031. Here 1 decimal, here 3 decimals. Now you see, for this number 4.2, here from here we are starting the from here we are start reading. 4.2 means first place, second place, two significant figures. No, this is the second place. Second place value is 0.1 point for 1 decimal. So your half of the accuracy is 0.1 by 2, that is 0.05. But coming to here, for this number 0.031, this is 0 value. Next significant figure is this is also 0. So because of that, the significant figure starts from here, 1 2 1 2. So what is this second place? This is your D is 0.001. So half of the accuracy is 0.001 by 2, 0.0005. Okay, so the remaining is simple, upper bound. 4.2 plus h divided by denominator minus 0.031 minus h. 4.2 plus 0.05. 4.2's half of accuracy is this, and 0.031 minus this half of the accuracy, 0.005. Okay, so 4.25 divided by, now we are subtracting 0.0305. okay, after subtraction. So next, this value is 139.34. 139.34. So your lower bound is 4.2 minus h divided by 0.031 plus h. 4.2 minus 0.05 by 0.031 plus 0.0005. 4.15 divided by 0.0315. After the calculation, that is 131.75. So see the differences. These are all numbers, these are all decimals. For decimals, significant figures, how we take. So sometimes they are asking one significant figure, means only one place will see. Okay, so for 54,000, one significant figure means what? For 1, this is the one significant figure. Okay, so here we will see the place. Okay, so 2 significance, 2 places. 3 means 1 2 3, like that. So depending on the question, we will do the problem. So one more bit I'll explain. The combination of whole number and decimals, how it is. So that is, I'll explain. See, problem is 180 divided by, this is whole number. Okay, 7.3 minus 4.5. okay, this is a decimal. This is decimal, this is decimal. So this decimal value, this is whole number. For this number, 2 significant figures, 1 2. This is second place, means D is 10th place. No, 10. Your half of the accuracy is 10 by 2, that is 5. For this is 7.3, this is here 4.5. 1 2 1 2. So the significant, second significant here, this is and this is. So for both the numbers, D is 0.1. Half of the accuracy is 0.1 by 2, that is 0.05. 0.05. Now see upper bound. See the upper bound. 180 plus h divided by 7.3 minus h minus 4.5 minus h. 180 plus 5 divided by 7.3 minus 0.05 minus 4.5 minus 0.05. Accuracies, half of the accuracies will change. Okay. Now 185 divided by 7.35 minus, it's not 7 point, this is not 7.25. Here 4.45. Okay, 4.45. So the value is 66.07. Okay. So what is the lower bound? 180 minus h divided by 7.3 plus h minus 4.5 plus h. I think you are following. 180 minus 5 divided by 7.3 plus 0.05 minus 4.5 minus 0. Plus 0.05. Okay. 175 divided by 7.35 minus 4.55. So the value is 62.51. 62.25. 62.51. Okay. So this is the way of doing the problems. Okay. That's all for today. In the next class I'll continue.